So, find that a channel, and to be a channel to the universe, and within the universe there's other beings in which they channel through me. And at the same time, while they channel through me, I channel through them in their space, physical being. So it goes both ways. It's a parallel channel here. Parallel channel means that you channel. Parallel channel means that you channel beings from another planet or time. You know how you look at it. It's either another planet or another time. You're channeling these beings. But when you're a parallel channel, they are also channeling you in their place, sending out your message. That's why it's a parallel channel. So, and you can do it simultaneously. So, do with this being on another planet. This being on another planet you channel with parallel. So you're like, okay, just going back and forth with this. This is another planet, and I'm sending messages about this country. And then, from the collective consciousness of our society, from the heart of this society, Columbus, Ohio, heart of Ohio, the heart of all this nation, and just channeling it to another parallel channel in alien form. It's another parallel channel in alien form from a different planet. And so they'll say, well, this is Jason if from, but it's a parallel channel. It's a messenger from this planet Earth, another Earth, to another Earth from another time, or to another planet. And it depends on how you look at it. Another planet, it could be the same time, but time kind of gets relative with space travel, light speed. Light speed also travels through not only space but also time. So you just it's kind of I'm sure that there's more parameters that can distinguish these things that have been symbolized in some of the science fiction television shows such as Stargate, which was based off government programs that a classified name that they got from Stargate. Stargate, is part of that. So, what we are now sharing these abilities to parallel channel, so you will eventually pair up you and your partner on Earth, partners, depending on what you choose, 2, 3, or 4 altogether, or 1, 2, or 3, depending on how you look at it, if you're counting yourself or you're not counting yourself. So you and your partner or partners will then simultaneously parallel channel with other people from different planets, people or humanoids or aliens, or they're just on our same frequency as the human species on this planet. So we will be able to channel with them. Okay, we'll be able to channel with them simultaneously, parallel channels. And that's what we kind of do intuitively when we go to sleep at night. Sleep at night, that's what we do. So that's what I'd like to do anyways. Just thinking about it right now. Jeez. Just think about it. So, parallel channeling. is opening up a teleportal. I like to use the word teleportal. The teleportal, because it is sending a string of information that could manifest physically. So that's why you have, and that's why it, now depending on whether it's physical or not, would be the definition. U.R.S.A, Universal Reality Systems Administration. This constellation symbolizes whether you are tele, or whether it's a teleportal information or teleportation or physical beingness. So that's why you see these variations in time and space. So that's why I call it teleportal. So the portal is kind of physical, more frequency. And so that's where you get gray area, gray area, the gray alienation. Some of these teleportal, telepathy, have the shapeshifting abilities that is so prominently known in our society as Jesus Christ, Yeshua. This is just something that is theoretical in nature. A lot of things need to be tested out, to be refined throughout time. Now, if you are on the same frequency, then you won't mind listening to what I have to say. But if you're not on the same frequency, some of what I have to say is much too disturbing and offensive and just blatantly rude. And the irony of it is, my intention is exactly the opposite. That's the irony. But it just comes off blatantly rude to you. And that is where, I have to tell you folks, that is where discrimination comes from four distinct categories: racial, gender, sexuality, religious marital status prejudice. This religious marital status prejudice. I've got the theory that religions should kind of encompass religious and marital status, different differentiations for choice, so it becomes more clear, because there is a difference in time, science of time, travel, or time technologies. Well, It's not really a science. It's a religion. The faith of time and the faith of the masses controlling the masses. The faith of time, travel. There are 3 or 4 different religious perspectives overall, as far as an entire universe. That's where that's where I have this perspective, and it's not intentionally to be rude. It's not at all. That's not what the intention is here. Quite the opposite. But under the current current paradigm, it comes across it can come across as very rude and just like some strange perversion. And it's not. It's in all actuality, it's actually the opposite of this perversion that currently exists in this paradigm. There is a certain capital overly capitalizing on celibacy here and monogamy to a point of perversion. So it looks like in order to it's going to look like this perversion because in order to balance out this distinct cycle of which would had eventually come about after what happened in Egypt and what happened in India and what happened in just gonna end in the Mayan calendar here. It just it had to, but it's always like when you're in the religious organizations, you're on these frequencies, you start to see the distinctions and the non-distinctions between different times and different eras of our humanity. So I don't know what is driving me to talk to you today. I just couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. I don't know. Just I want to lay some groundwork for more things. I mean, there's already work posting these things. There's already work that is being fed into the synchronicities of our society so that we can peacefully emerge and maintain a stable pattern of protection that isn't self-destructive but yet not allowing others to destruct us. So it's kind of weaving and into peace and into war and the peace and the war. Not too much war here. We want to minimize that, but yet continue to grow. And I've said enough. I've said enough. Just, I've said enough.